Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. Okay. I'm making the update here since people are calling it fake and I can't report them all. Jay has now ended our agreement. I don't know why making updates with short notice makes my story fake, but it was a mistake putting my update on r/true off my chest because right now I don't need all the hate. I'm actually only actively updating it because of the good people who are reaching out asking for news. This is what happened today, Sunday 28/Th 2022. If you believe it, thanks. If not, well, move on. Well, Jay has called me to tell me that this was over. My husband asked to meet him yesterday. He denied that we had an open marriage and told Jay that he needed to back off. He showed him the texts where I said that Jay wasn't better and that I wasn't in love with him, so I was very hurt believing that I lied to him. I tried to explain everything but he didn't believe me. I sent him a screenshot with my husband arranging his hookups. And a screenshot with me telling my husband I was meeting Jay. I think he believed me afterwards. He said he wanted to end it anyway. He has feelings for me and this arrangement won't work for him anymore. I told him that I totally understood him and I apologized for my and my husband's actions. I'm not mad, but I'm sad that I've lost him. It takes a lot for me to like and trust someone, but I understand that he doesn't want to deal with this drama. I'm going to miss him though. My husband came home today all smiles and he said we should give our open marriage a shot. Seeing how the children were happy seeing him after disappearing for the whole weekend broke my heart. I've been so self-involved, forgetting that my babies are the most important thing right now. I won't forget that now. Good morning. You really need to just back off with the harsh words. They're not helping. I'm a grown woman. Honestly, how old are you? I just did an update yesterday evening and you're already sending me DMs calling me weak for not have divorced my husband yet? Smiley face. Astonishingly stupid and arrogant people. I've talked more to Jay. I'm meeting him today. We didn't think it was right to just end it over texts. Okay, we only slept together twice, but we needed an excuse to meet. I only have a few meetings now in the morning and the rest of my day is free. I told my husband this today when he woke up all smiles and it wiped that smugness out of his face. I've also told my best friend everything and she has a friend she knew liked me. She's setting up a date for me tomorrow or Wednesday. I told my husband about this date also. I even told him that since we both want open marriage now I need to set new rules. No details about our dates and absolutely no contacting them. He was very angry and tried to protest, but I told him this is my condition. I can see divorce down the road. Because I'm actually monogamous at heart and I know my husband wouldn't be so thrilled about me sleeping around. But for now I'm giving this a shot. I work flexible hours. I can always be around my children when they're growing up and I love every other aspect of my life with my husband. So please stop the abuse. I'm a child of divorce myself and while I turned out alright I always dreamed of my parents staying together for me. I hated being third wheel in both my parents' new families and I never felt really home anywhere. Thanks. Good evening everyone. I literally am being swarmed with requests about a new update. I feel like people are disappointed in the outcome of my updates and won't stop until they get the ending they want to hear. If you want a satisfactory ending, then don't proceed beyond this paragraph. I divorced my husband and my children thanked me for not letting them live in a loveless home. They both went on telling everyone how wonderful it is to be a child of divorce. The end. Now for the more realistic people. I met with Jay today for lunch. Even though we only have been seeing each other for a few weeks and been intimate only twice, he apologized for ending it via text yesterday. He thought it was disrespectful. He said he had feelings for me and it was hard enough for him to just sleep around. Now my husband had contacted him, it hit him that he's breaking a family. He couldn't have this on his conscience. I explained everything that transpired with my husband yesterday and that he was back to open marriage. Jay was disappointed and said he really didn't understand my husband. Anyway, I told him that I really liked him but that we're in very different stages in our lives. I'm a mom, 39, married and finished with having children. He's 36, single and only starting to build his business and life. Didn't he want love? Be a father to his own children? Find someone without my baggage? He was quiet for a while and then said, "You're right. I don't know. I want more than anything to continue seeing him, but I didn't ask him even though I wanted to. I don't want to mess with his life or his heart. But I want more than anything to continue seeing him until he finds his girl. I don't know." My husband is back to being broody. He was very angry when he came home from work today, so I told him that we should talk, since we didn't really talk a lot yesterday. I told him that what he did yesterday just proved that he never wanted an open marriage as much as a free pass to sleep with other women. That he never really expected me to act on my urges because he knew I was very shy. He apologized for contacting Jay and told me that he wanted to give us a try. I told him that that wasn't what he said yesterday when he was smirking at me. He actually admitted that he said what he said just to hurt me because I still wanted to see Jay after having a wonderful week together. He said that he was jealous because he knew I liked Jay while he never liked any of the women he's sleeping with. I told him that I wasn't interested at all in closing the marriage. I want an open marriage, with no conditions about details of who we meet. Or I want divorce. He started sobbing, real tears, and told me that he couldn't share me with others. But later he said he didn't want a divorce, so he wants to give this a chance. I don't want a divorce either. Not now anyway. My biggest joy in life is coming home from work and spending the rest of the evening with my children. And I look forward to every weekend just to be with them. The holidays and summer. I want to be there every day, see them grow to be the kind people that they're becoming. Not every other weekend. Not alternate Christmases. Not Monday, Thursday. Every day. I don't want to share them with a new woman/women. I don't want them to feel like they're outsiders. I love my husband and I have all the means to make a good and happy home. This is my journey, not yours or your parents'. To everyone who's had bad experiences with loveless homes that wished for their parents to separate. What would have worked for you doesn't have to work for me or my children. And I'll be damned if I let anyone question my love and my persistence to make the happiest life for my children. Don't get played, please. Your husband is being a piece of shit. If he would have at least come home and said he wanted to give closed marriage a try, that would be a bit better, even though still shitty. But the fact that he actively boycotted your relationship with Jay and now comes back all happy pushing the open marriage again is just horrible. Please don't fall for his tricks. Stay firm on the divorce, or say no to open marriage until you haven't found another person that you like as much as Jay set boundaries. You have every right to be angry at him. Please don't let him push you around. Set your terms, and make it clear it's either that or divorce. He is back to his original situation and that's why he's all happy and smiley. What a piece of shit. An open marriage is like a hardcore level of relationships, and it needs to come from a place of love, understanding, empathy and trust. It shouldn't be a one-sided thing where he gets to duck around and you have to just accept it. It's not fair. Set boundaries and don't budge. Oh, I never thought of it this way. If he really wanted this to work, he should have said that he wanted a closed marriage again after getting rid of Jay. He's only doing this to get a revenge and he will probably stop sleeping with me again. Your husband is not a good man. Don't let him use your kids as a way to keep you in this marriage. He's got what he wants Jay out of the picture. Never stay in a marriage for the kids either. They will know you're not happy and that isn't a home environment you should have them in. Put yourself first now. You need to give you and your kids the best version of you. Don't stay and teach your children that this is acceptable. You deserve a man who wants to be with you and only you. Remember, you are enough. He is using the kids. The kids eventually will notice things. You need to divorce him. He wants to keep it open now because Jay is gone. You need to divorce him and focus on you and your kids. Then you can find someone. then maybe it will be the right time with Jay or someone entirely different. If you stay, you are letting him know his manipulations were okay. And if you say closed marriage, he just won't ask for an open one and will continue to cheat without your blessing. Please stop giving him details about who you are ducking. He will somehow manipulate it during divorce or to once again ruin your relationship. He is definitely screwed up. You say you are staying for kids. But do you really want your kid to be around such a manipulative pos? I will never tell him anything anymore. Just that I'm meeting someone. What are you doing, Op? I understand why you choose not to divorce. Because you don't want to have split custody of your kids. But how is this going to work out? He has demonstrated that he is not just a regular cheater or shitty lover who lost his attention to his wife, but someone who is truly vile, manipulative, and cruel. If he really did lose his attention to you, how come he went out of his way to sabotage your relationship and lied about it? You need to realize this is not a loveless marriage, this is a spiteful marriage. I guess there are two ways to go about it. You keep your end of the open marriage and sleep with others. He will not be happy about it and will try to sabotage you as much as possible. Your marriage will become more and more toxic down the road. You said he's not a shitty father, but he did abandon his kids for the weekend. You stop your end of the open marriage. He still sleeps with other people, and maybe rubs it in your face too. But you keep peace and don't make a fuss. Frankly, this might be the best solution for you. You'll get to have your intact marriage, your kids, and he'll probably be less cruel. You never thought of it this way? You mean you never thought of it in the way that he is clearly just trying to be able to duck whomever he wants while you are forced to just deal with it and not get to enjoy the open part of your marriage yourself? No, I meant I was so shocked and angry I didn't even register that he was okay with open marriage again. That's exactly why he wants an open marriage again, because he chased away someone who was interested in you. He wanted to do it in the first place believing you wouldn't find anyone, got pissy when you did. Please, divorce this manipulative asshole. He clearly will not be happy while you're happy in this relationship. Reposting my reply here because of previous update got deleted due to trolls, unamused face, to Op, please go with the divorce. Your kids won't be happy if their mother is miserable because of having an as a father. He didn't respect you before and sure as hell won't respect you now when all of a sudden he wanted to have an open marriage again. He doesn't want you free from him. He just wanted to cheat without being called a cheater. Please, please divorce him and free yourself. You deserve your happiness. Hugs for you, Op, crying face, hugging face. I'm sorry I had to delete it. I was just so ashamed of being called a fake. I know what he's doing is manipulative and cruel, but I need some time to think and be with my babies now. If you're at the point where you're openly admitting your husband is manipulative and cruel, what example does it set for your children if you stay with him and show that his kind of behavior is rewarded? Do you want your daughter to grow up thinking that kind of man is okay, or your son to grow up to be that kind of man? I'm proud of you for talking to your bestie about everything. It sounds like a really difficult and lonely situation. Having your friends there to get some perspective and support is critical. Do what you need to do to be happy, hun, you deserve it. It's not really easy to tell people around me that my husband didn't find me attractive up until a week ago. Especially when we're the perfect couple on the outside. But she was very understanding and didn't judge me, not to my face anyway, smiley face. I'm meeting her friend tomorrow for a date. Let's see where all this is headed. Her comments are giving a broken woman. She's going to end up staying with that pile of trash and continue to make excuses because she doesn't want to break her kids' home. It's hard to feel any hope for her growing a spine and doing what needs to be done for both her own well-being and for the stability of her children. Kids aren't stupid. They know when something is up and they're only going to become more and more aware of this messed up situation as time goes on. By not leaving, she's just perpetuating the harm that the pos she's bound to is reaping. You really need to just back off with the harsh words. They're not helping. I'm a grown woman, honestly, how old are you? I just did an update yesterday evening and you're already sending me DMs calling me weak for not have divorced my husband yet? Smiley face, astonishingly stupid and arrogant people. I've talked more to Jay. I'm meeting him today. We didn't think it was right to just end it over texts. Okay, we only slept together twice but we needed an excuse to meet. I only have a few meetings now in the morning and the rest of my day is free. I told my husband this today when he woke up all smiles and it wiped that smugness out of his face. I've also told my best friend everything and she has a friend she knew liked me. She's setting up a date for me tomorrow or Wednesday. I told my husband about this date also. I even told him that since we both want open marriage now I need to set new rules. No details about our dates and absolutely no contacting them. He was very angry and tried to protest but I told him this is my condition. I can see divorce down the road. Because I'm actually monogamous at heart and I know my husband wouldn't be so thrilled about me sleeping around. But for now I'm giving this a shot. I work flexible hours. I can always be around my children when they're growing up and I love every other aspect of my life with my husband. So please stop the abuse. I'm a child of divorce myself and while I turned out alright I always dreamed of my parents staying together for me. I hated being third wheel in both my parents' new families and I never felt really home anywhere. Thanks. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night, wherever you are.